What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I cannot figure out how to get the timing right without my music. But I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. Trying to keep you up to date with all this news. I was just getting ready to get all the stuff that, Ian Book we claimed, the practice squad players, adding LaMichael Pirine, Devin Allen, all that stuff. So we're going to talk about that in another video. Going to make that shortly. Almost was ready with that show, and then all of a sudden, the Eagles go ahead, and Howie Roseman continues to. I don't even know what he's doing here. It's so funny to see, but if you missed it, Jalen Reagor has been traded to the Minnesota Vikings. And Howie keeps trading the receivers, obviously the two receivers that everybody keeps bagging on him for, rightfully so. Arcega-Whiteside and Reagor. You missed out on Jefferson and DK, but so did every other team. 20 when it came to Jefferson, but still, regardless, those guys are awesome. But he trades Arcega-Whiteside to the Seahawks and then Reagor to the Vikings. So it's like he knows he messed up, but he's at least going and taking something from them. You know what I mean? He's getting something in return. And he turned Arcega-Whiteside and those picks that he got in return, and then Amadi and the pick he got there, into CJ Gardner-Johnson. Wants to be called CJ Chauncey. Okay. But either way, ready to go, ready to run through a wall, honestly. Very excited about this team. But now Howie goes ahead and makes a move like this. So he trades Jalen Reagor to the Vikings and in return gets a conditional 4th-round pick in 24. So if he does not meet certain requirements, that pick will turn into a 5th round and then a 7th round next year. So we talked about if we were going to trade Jalen Reagor, what the hell could we get in return? I said, maybe a 6th. I'd be super surprised if we could get a 5th. Howie might turn that into a 4th and a 7th. So, I mean, with him, you can never be surprised by anything, but it's just crazy if you compare it to the other trades around the league of Amari Cooper and, someone top tier like Tyreek Hill. I mean, it's just crazy that Howie continues to trade these guys for anything. I know we weren't going to just release him because of the salary cap implications, but this is wild, man. Go ahead, Howie. Do your damn thing. So, now that we've gotten rid of Jalen, he gets to, greener pastures for him, hopefully. Best of luck to you. Everybody knows he needed a change of scenery. We needed to go a different direction. We obviously have. Let's go. Very excited about the Eagles wide receivers. But, let's talk about those Eagles wide receivers. And when the next video comes out, I'm going to be showing you some of the players that are on the practice squad, but we're going to talk about them right now. Britton Covey, Deon Cain, Devin Allen, those guys we all talked about possibly making this roster did not make the 53, the initial, but could be brought up. We know some IR moves are coming, all those things. So when you look at the Eagles wide receiver, whatever they do, and the move they make is probably going to be someone, hopefully, that can help in the return game, because all we had was Jalen Reagor. And I know that scared a lot of people, but it's still like, oh, dear Lord. Now we've got absolutely no one back there. Now there are guys that can, return. And we've talked about that. And Quez Watkins, Gainwell, I'd hope to see some of those guys back there. But when it comes to wide receiver, that top 4 right there, oh, hell yeah, that's the best in the game. Let's go, baby. So Jalen Hurts, let's see that development. Very excited. But now he gets a chance to, go do his thing. And however you felt about him, he's gone. So look, and it sucks. I was really hopeful. And we all know there was up here. He's got the talent. But now he goes and plays with the guy that, we drafted and missed out on, Justin Jefferson. So how wild is it? But go ahead, Howie. Thank you for at least getting something. Yeah, man, how wild it is, Tyree. Hope you're doing well, dude. Appreciate you tuning in. But he's gone, baby. So now we got something in return. And like I said, I don't know. And it's so funny. It's like Howie has to go after those teams. You know what I mean? He's like, he knows the fans. We're all pissed off. Everybody's bummed out about Jefferson, DK. I mean, we've got Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown right now, so feel pretty good. But still, we could have them. It's okay. So he goes ahead. He fleeces the Seahawks. Now he's fleecing the Vikings. You love to see it. So very excited about it. But, dude, we're going to see what Reagor does. Best of luck to him. But we're heading in a different direction. So let's go, dude. Yep. Wish him the best myself, Liz. So happy for him and happy for the Eagles. So let's see if we maybe bring in a Covey, somebody up to the active roster. We have an open spot. look, now we're going to put some guys on IR, and we shall see what the Eagles do. But we talked about the initial 53. Now we'll get into the next. I'll keep you up to date with everything. But yo, my man, run it back, Philly in the building. You love to see it, my man. Hope you're doing well. Everybody go check his videos out. Great channel over there talking about the Sixers, the Eagles, keeping you up to date for any of you other diehard 4-for-4s out there. But these Eagles, man, they've got me ready to run through a wall. And I'll be real with you. This is something that I think when he talked about last year, like, look, I fucked up. He said it. And he's like, I really, needed to turn things around. I learned some things from some GMs that were brought in, some scouts. He learned to listen to his scouts and some other people that, that's their job. Listen to them. You might not know what you're talking about. So he did. And you see it. And the work speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. He has been he's killing it. So I got to give the man props. And dude, I hope we continue to do those things. I made a video earlier today, the top 3 moves we can make to create some cap space. This will open up some cap space in the sense next year. But we talked about if you trade him, it's way less. So you save $6 million. If you would have cut him, you would have had $8 million against this cap, and that would have been crazy. Now it's only 2. 1 million in dead money, 1 million in the cap that he was going to cost. So this is fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. You got something in return. I'm very excited about it. I hope you are too. What is going on? We got Scoob-Doo in the building. They sometimes call me Shaggy. Yo, hope you're doing well, my man. I'm pumped up about this. As I said, I'll be back a little bit. We'll be talking about the practice squad, talking about some of those guys that can get up onto that 53-man roster. So that's right, Covey time, Devin Allen time, Deion Kane. Love to hear your guys' thoughts, who you have making it onto this roster, because we need some help in the return game. So which one of those guys can do it? We know Devin Allen can help as a special teams ace gunner, but can he do anything in the return game? Didn't see much from him, but was hoping they would do more. I think they were really just focused on helping him as a receiver. Hadn't played in 6 years, but he looked great. He's got the speed. He's got the skill set. Let's hope they keep refining that skill set, and we hope that we get something special from one of those guys. And it's great to see all 3 of them made it to the practice squad. So I have that list made. I have all kinds of pictures. I might have them. I don't have that one because I wasn't finished, actually, because obviously they keep adding people. But I am prepared to tell you about Ian Book a little later, so a little preview there. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about all of the moves that the Eagles are making, some of the players that went to other teams as well. So I'll keep you up to date as much as I can. This day is going to be wildfire. I got my nephew's football game today, first of the season at 5 o'clock. So, of course, the Eagles will probably make 64 moves from that time period of the game. So when I get back, I'll make a video again, and we'll talk about whatever the hell happened then. But I'll keep you up to date. We'll keep trying to stay ahead of all these things. But Jalen Reagor's gone, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all that you need to know right now. But I will be back, I promise you. Yeah, you love to see it, my man. Much respect to him, and much respect to a lot of those guys out there doing great things, and I'm still learning the old YouTube ways, but dude, finally hit 1,000, finally trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. And still, I have no idea. I feel like a chicken with my head cut off half the time, but I just love talking birds with you guys, so I'm just going to keep doing that. You guys keep tuning in, and I'll keep doing the best I can. But you guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Kane, Covey, Allen, everybody's got their own. And look, man, I'm all about it. I love those guys. We've talked about it. And, I feel right now Covey might have to be that guy because you need some help in the return game. You didn't see much in preseason, but I think that kid, once he gets his wheels under him, you can see some special things. But let's not forget that you can bring up practice squad players each week. You can bring up 2. And what I mean by bringing them up is you don't have to sign them off the practice squad onto the active roster. They don't count against the roster, so you can essentially have 55 guys on your roster. Now, you still have to essentially not dress 7 guys, just like always. So you can only have 48 guys dressed. So before it was 46. So this is great. Great news, right? So now you've got these extra guys in case injuries or COVID or whatever the hell. That's why these things got implemented. But you can do that 3 times with a player before they have to actually go through that whole process. And what happens in that process is if you sign them to the active roster for that game, they have to go through waivers before they're allowed to be placed back on that practice squad if you don't keep them on the active roster. So this is a good thing. You can play around with it. You know how he's a smart guy. That's why you've got guys like Anthony Harris on the practice squad. Guys will be brought up when necessary. We'll see with guys like Joby, Josiah Scott, what their injuries are if they get placed on IR. We'll figure it all out, ladies and gentlemen. But excited to see what's going on. Vikings fan, let me know what we're dealing with. Look, great question, man. The kid's super talented. Had first-round pick. I thought late first-round pick talent. Maybe the Eagles could trade back. I would have preferred Justin Jefferson, but I liked Jalen Reagor a lot. That was the guy I thought the Eagles would go after. I thought we'd trade back. We didn't do that. We took him at 21 over Justin Jefferson. Didn't agree with the move, but I loved Jalen Reagor. So that's what I'm telling you right now. The kid's got the talent, super talented in the sense that everything you heard about him before, it really is true. I thought, he created Separation College. I thought that he really was a quick little guy, and he's not super fast. I think a lot of people get misconstrued about the whole he's a speedster, but in open space, the dude could really do things. I thought he could be a good returner. So, I mean, he's got the skills, man, and I think he actually does make some pretty good contested catches. I think it's mental. I always talked about that even before the draft, when we got him. I thought his problem was it was mental drops. And, obviously he had horrible quarterback play when he was in college, but I thought this kid had the talent. And unfortunately, when he got to the NFL, he lost some friends and some things are going on. And I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but I feel that he's still a very young player, still first round talent. And he's got that talent. He just needs to dig deep, figure out what's going on. I thought a change of scenery was the best thing that could happen for him. Getting paired up with Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. Holy shit. I'm going to stay away from Irv Smith in fantasy football now because they've got a plethora of wide receivers to hit. Man, and I'm not saying he's going to go out and just ball out, but he's got a great opportunity. And, he had that here, but we've got Quez and Zach Pascal. So that dude, they were not getting beat out. And I think you guys just had an injury there, right? It wasn't to Osborne. It was somebody else, but still you needed a receiver. Thought it was a good move. So best of luck to him, man. I think you got a good receiver in what you gave up a conditional fourth, could be a fifth and a seventh, correct? And look, fourth round pick. I'm all about it, baby. So for the Eagles, I kind of feel like we definitely won this trade, but if he pans out for you guys, then you're definitely going to win. So it's a win-win for each of us. I hope the kid, this is what he needs to kickstart his career. So best of luck, and I hope it works out for both of us, So I think you got a good player, though. And good luck to him. He's got the talent, man. I'm just saying. He's up here. It's just, yes, I just mentioned that a little bit ago, BMO, and we will be talking about the practice squad. Sorry, I got to get rolling here, actually, but I will be back with the practice squad stuff. Yes, I just mentioned that, too. He's finally gone, no longer be stealing reps. Yeah, and he wasn't going to steal any reps. The top four are going to be fantastic. Definitely needed a new senior. Yes, he did, and I agree with you 100%. And look, I talked about it. People don't even understand. The media was like, oh, my God, Jack Pascal caught something in the red zone. I'm like, do you know last year he tied Cooper Kupp for the most red zone targets with 9? That's pretty good, right? So Zach Pascal is a red zone target. He will come in when Quez Watkins, obviously if you're in the red zone, Quez is more of your home run threat. There's so much going on with this offense. Interchangeable receivers. You love to see every damn second of it. So this offense is going to continue to grow. We were the number one rushing attack. We ran the ball the most amount, 51% of the time in the regular season. So I think you're going to see more passing, though. And, dude, we've already got it. So best of luck to him, man. Didn't need him. Best of luck. That's all I can say. Week 2, I can't wait to see, though. Our first home game, he's coming back to who? I'm not going to boo him, man. It's not his fault. But, look, I just hope he gets it all right up there. The way Cousins throws, Reagor will be the best season. Hey, Cousins is decent, but when he's not decent is on primetime games. And that'll be a Monday night game, first home game for the Eagles, week 2. I can't wait. So hope you're excited. Jalen Reagor, best of luck to you. But the Eagles wide receiver, their corp is going to be the best in the league. I can guarantee you this is about to be a fun season. So let's go ball out. We'll see what happens, but I'll be back in a little while. We'll talk about the practice squad. If you guys need anything, you can always reach out to me, but I'm Jimmy Smith, and this has been On the Road to Victory. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. And as always, Cowboys!